And as the longest shutdown in our country's history continues, people here in Green Country are feeling the impact.
The pausing of SNAP benefits is not only impacting those who may have relied on that food resource, it's also impacting organizations meant to help those in need. Fox 23's Devin Lyon checked in with the homeless outreach team and a food bank today. He joins us live in studio with the strain they're all feeling.
Yeah, that strain goes hand in hand for these groups. The pausing of SNAP funds has led to a greater reliance on food banks and nonprofits, but those organizations say they're being stretched thin and need your help.
So yeah, it's one minor hurdle that has created a series of bumps all the way along the line.
It's really pushing not only us, but the pantries out there to the max.
The federal government shutdown and the pause on SNAP benefits is creating real-world consequences here in Green Country. Outreach teams say SNAP used to be one of their first steps towards stability for those experiencing homelessness. It was the baseline that made everything else possible.
SNAP benefits, those food resources are one of the first things that we look at to secure, because once you secure that piece of a major daily need, you can then move on to to other bigger needs of what's next, maybe mental health or sobriety, or even housing for those that are unsheltered.
But without SNAP, getting food becomes an all-day process.
So getting to places that now offer food and then getting that food back to where they're living is made quite difficult. Specific times, specific appointments, multiple bus routes, trying to carry groceries back on foot, on a bicycle, in a backpack, or on a bus is very difficult. And so for folks living unsheltered or even in that emergency transitional housing, it really compounds the case management needs and the strain on resources across the system.
And that strain trickles down to other service providers and to food banks.
Leading up to the government shutdown, we were already seeing almost a 30% increase in need across our areas and the pantries that we serve.
The Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma says they're doing all they can, but they can't sustain this forever.
The need is so great that we can only do so much, and we've already pulled over $1 million out of our own reserves to push more food out to our pantries. But the longer this goes on, it's really hard to kind of fill that need that's out there.
Here's the good news. Any help also has that same trickle-down impact as the shutdown. Food banks and nonprofits say donations and volunteering time or just checking in on your neighbors can relieve some of that burden. Live in studio, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
We have the Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma's website linked in this story on fox23.com. There's also information on how to find a food pantry near you and on how you can help other people.